Cheers, by the way. Good evening. Good morning. Yeah, it's looking, as always, kind of dark, but... Oh, geez, I just ear raped you guys, didn't I? I'm sorry. Hey, guys. As you can tell, I'm in a very mellow mood already, just because I've noticed each time I make these videos, it's always a Monday, and I'm always dreading the fact that here comes another fucking week of work, annoying customers and whatnot. And I don't want to sound repetitive with my videos and everything. I actually just wanted to make this video first off to actually vent, because just a couple minutes ago I was crying my eyes out. Not to sound exaggerated either. I'm a very emotional person, hence is why I make these videos. I feel as if in these videos I always bitch and complain about how I should get out of the workforce, rat race, whatever. Now this time I'm actually gonna just tell you my vulnerability as to why I feel as if this whole thing affects me. You know, just when I was getting up, my girlfriend was already telling me like, hey, I'm tired of waking up early and going to work. And I'm like, babe, me too. Oh, in my mind at least. You know, I've done something that could potentially change my life, which is this life and health insurance license that I just recently got. And right now I'm waiting on government approval to start transacting within California. And this isn't to promote me. Trust me, it's not. It's just, it's a whole process to getting licenses, and it's so annoying. So annoying. And in the meantime, I'm like, you know what? I'll enjoy life. I'll live it, and I'll try growing. But I kid you not, guys. Last night I wanted to make this video, and for some reason the universe was telling me, no, you can't make this video. I had lost my actual keys to the house inside my car. I was freaking out. And as I was walking out, I was like, shit, I don't have keys to the house. How am I going to get back in? So it was already 12 a.m. I couldn't sleep. I was getting that week anxiety, or work anxiety of going in. And I'm sure some of you guys who work a 9-to-5 understand that type of anxiety. It sucks ass. Like, you can't go to sleep. You start worrying about what you're going to do for work. And then I'm not going to lie, just on top of that, some other shit about just my own personal life as to where I'm making money, I'm seeing it go away. And like, thankfully I'm not broke, but I don't want to be near, like, I don't want to be anywhere near I once was. Literally just not even a year ago, 6 months ago, 6 or 7 months ago. I don't want to be near that again. I was literally in the negatives. I was stressing out to paying bills and rent. Thankfully this Chase job came in clutch, but you know, even if I start losing a lot of money, and that's only because, you know, day-to-day expenses, life, gasoline, you know, it's April Fool's today, by the way. You know, rent, for those of you that actually do have to pay rent, bills, subscriptions, it's like, it's a lot. Seeing your money go off, it's a lot. And so that was one of the things that made me sad. And then also just the fact that I have to work. Seeing my girlfriend already despise the fact that she has to go to work, I'm like, I want there to be change. I don't want my girlfriend to dread going to work. And back then I had this pain a lot more with seeing my mom just not wanting to go to work, you know, her struggling with her knee surgery. Thankfully, she is retired. I didn't retire her, sadly. I'm trying to. I really am. I feel as if I just simply going to work and investing in myself. I kid you not, I'm already $800 into this licensing exam thing, whatever. But thankfully, my mom is retired. My dad's retired. Now I just have to retire myself and my girlfriend. And living through your 20s, at least in these mid-20s of mine, it's just so fucking confusing, because you grow up to believe that you're doing what's right. You go out into the world by yourself, and then you start realizing like, hey, I don't like this, and you start formulating your own way of living, and all of a sudden you're just like, hey, my own way of living isn't working out. I need a change. And that's exactly what I'm doing myself. But I feel as if it's some type of metamorphosis, because I've despised working in the customer service industry for so much already. And yeah, 3-4 years is a lot for me. I mean, I started working in the customer service already, and actually since I was fucking 16. I got a job since I was 16, and 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 5 years. 5 years. So I feel as if that's a lot. That's a lot, dude. 5 fucking years. Eventually you get tired of it. I mean, I don't have any regrets in my life per se, and I really don't. I know that may sound like bullshit, but really my true objective at this point is just keep moving forward without having no regrets. And thankfully, there's a lot of stupid shit that I've done. For example, getting myself into debt, which I made a solution for already by doing a debt settlement. For those of you that don't know, it fucks up your credit score, but it makes you pay a low monthly rate for your credit cards. I'm only paying $200 a month, so I'm sorry. I have to flex that, because I know a lot of people like me that are 21, have credit cards, that are having a job that's barely subpar. It's kind of a flex. On top of that rent. But anyways, back to it. Fuck, I forgot my train of thought. I forgot my train of thought. Actually, coffee break, and I need to see if this thing is still rolling. I'll explain that one sec. Okay. If you guys have been watching already long enough, the morning dew sometimes in the morning literally stops my video for no reason. And I have to check if it's still rolling. It's not that I have a shitty phone. Trust me, it's not. The phone that I'm recording with right now is $2,000 worth. It's a fold. And I know I keep repeating that, but honestly, I need to flex the fact that I have a fold on. Like, honestly. I never expected as a kid to actually even have a fold, or a phone the size of a tablet almost, but anyways, I think this has something correlated to what I was saying earlier, but you know, none of us ever expect as a kid to be doing what we're doing now. And I think I'm heading back towards what I was talking about, because I was talking about my vulnerability of sadness to having to do the same repetitive cycle weekly. I don't get how fucking humanity has thrived this far off just doing this whole work cycle shit while working for a huge organization or corporation that literally cares very little of you. You know, slavery didn't stop. It just modernized. It adapted to us humans. Literally, we're a snake biting itself or eating itself. Humanity created the very essence of what we are in right now. We ourselves are to blame. And that's why I guess we get so much pushback, you know, crime, or people trying to break the norm, because literally, you know, the simple term of a 9-to-5 job is just slavery, but with extra steps. And I know it sounds like I'm complaining, and I'm really not trying to. I'm actually trying to express a bit of vulnerability with just the sadness that I have, and I'm getting to it. But just keep that in mind. You know, as kids, we didn't have the mentality that we have now. And even if you're an adult that's 30, or at least older than me, I'm sure that if you were to have a retrospective look on your life and say like, hey, is this ideally what I want to be doing? And if it is, good for you, honestly. You're the minority of us that have actually succeeded in what you want to do with your life. But for those of you that are actually struggling, regardless of age, regardless of your genitalia down there, I'm speaking on behalf of you as to where you feel this impending sadness for not having done much with your life. And you feel that way sometimes. You truly do. And you're just like, what's the solution? you know, how am I going to get out of this? And truth be told, the solution lies within yourself. And I try to tell myself that all the time. Thankfully, by making these videos, I have a bit of clarity to myself, but at the same time, it's like, when is it going to happen? You know, I've been patiently waiting for this licensing certification shit for about 3-4 months already. My patience is waning, honestly. This fucking job that I'm at right now, it feels as if I'm stuck. And that's also another reason why I got this licensing shit, because it could help me. But even then, like, I feel as if that's just gonna do nothing for me, at least at this company or where I'm at right now. So it's, in totality, it's right now I'm just like at a crossroads, like, how do I move forward? I acknowledge, and I'm always thinking in the back of my head, how do I move forward? And I'm sorry, guys, I wanted to make this like a motivational or chill or inspirational type of video, but I genuinely needed a rant because I'm tired of waiting for something. And I know some of you guys might be saying like, hey, you lack the motivation to do something. It's like, no, dude, I've done what I've could already. Literally, I don't know many people that will spend about $800 to invest in themselves in something that's very government regulated. Like, literally, my social, my living, my background, my whole everything is in the hands of the government right now, just so that way they can see if I'm worthy of having a license in this fucking state. And I'm like, I mean, perhaps I'm talking shit about it, but that's only because I'm not seeing any results to the fruit of my labor. And you know, time and money is just something that I've grown to be very respectful of nowadays, and quite frankly, I'm not respecting myself. And I implore you guys to criticize me however you'd like, but I know I'm my own biggest critic. I'm not respecting myself. I could tell already by the actions I do. And sometimes I see this, like, you genuinely in life, you get distracted from what's truly important in your life. And I look back throughout this past week, and I mean, I'm probably being hard on myself, but you know, I go to work, I do a good job. In fact, I'm performing really fucking well at my job. I've been going to the gym for 3-4 times a week. I've been eating healthier. I'm getting skinnier. And I don't feel that fulfillment in life even just yet. I have a girlfriend. I have somewhat good parents. And I know some of you guys might just be like, you ungrateful little shit. Trust me, I myself, I am my own harshest critic. But truth be told, and this applies to everyone, I don't give a fuck about what you say. At some point, you selfishly need to look inward and tell yourself, I have this, and that, but do I personally feel fulfilled? And oftentimes, people will say no, because they're too preoccupied into pleasing others, into just being in that moment and not being at least woke enough to just say like, hey, what about me? And that's where I'm at. Like, I have these moments sporadically, and I wish I could have them more often, so that way I can have more clarity in my life, more reassurance that I'm okay with what I'm doing right now. But truth be told, I feel like shit. And it's always in the morning when I'm about to go to work, I'm just like, was this what I wanted as a little kid? Was this what that little boy wanted when he was younger? When he was just out there enjoying time with his mom? Was this what he wanted? No. For those of you working in the fast food industry, even though you're about to start getting paid $20 an hour, almost, did you ever imagine yourself working at Carl's Jr., McDonald's, all those other fast food industries? For those of you working in the fucking hospital area, Did you ever imagine yourself injecting and, you know, drawing blood from others? Construction technicians. Like, I'm saying all these things that are essential to keep society, to help keep society running. But I know that some of us genuinely don't want to fucking do that. My brother, who is actually a sweetheart sometimes. I'm not saying he's the best guy. No, he's not. But it affected me personally when he said, I'm only seeing my son of a year old 2 hours a day. To me, that sucks. You know, when I have my son, I want to be like a mother and a father to him. And I know that sounds stupid, but, you know, I feel as if my motherly instincts weren't completely useless for my upbringing. I mean, thankfully, I am a man. I actually identify, and through this partner I have now, she's helped me identify as a man, and she had to struggle through my feminine issues back then. Now I'm just like, I'm actually a man. I like proclaiming myself as a man. I like guiding as a man. I like providing as a man, and I'm here now. Fuck, what was I saying? Oh my god, I swear it's the ADHD. Give me a sec. I swear I trail off sometimes and I forget what I'm about to fucking say. All I can tell you is that I just feel passionate about what I'm saying sometimes. How the fuck do I forget what I was saying? I swear it's the spur of the moment where I'm just like, I'm gonna say whatever the fuck I want to say, and then all of a sudden I'm just like, wait, let me rechase myself back. Something about being a man, but what was I saying before that? Wanting something as a little kid. Let me try combining those two topics because I don't remember where I was going with that. Ideally, I'm sure a majority of us do not want to be where we're at right now. I'm sure of it. I see it at my job. I see it with people I love most. I see it with friends in which I don't even hang out that often with. I see it in everyone. And trust me, some of you already might be saying, well, like, hey, that's just you. If you're saying those exact words, be thankful, just as how I am being thankful for what I have, at least right now. Like, I am being a bit hard on myself, but I will never stop criticizing myself to do better. For those of you that are already doing better, just be thankful. And I'll remind myself to be thankful, because there's always someone worse. There's someone always doing worse than you. There you go. And quite frankly, I forget to remember that sometimes myself. And this is your reminder to remember that yourself, that there's just always someone doing worse than you out there in the world. And what I've acknowledged to start thinking is that this whole rant that I just went on, it's not bitching, to me at least. For you it might be, but to me at least, I'm saying I just feel vulnerable. That's truly it. I'm not wanting to bitch. I'm not wanting to complain. There's genuine sorrow in my heart for the fact that literally within an hour already, I have to get ready for a job that I don't love. I wish, honestly, this could be my job, but I'm working on it. But, you know, it's like a balance. I'll try being thankful for where I'm at, but I need to process this sadness, let it go through me. And some of you guys might be saying, like, you're not fucking sad. It's like, dude, if I'm fucking crying and things are going well for me, well, then I feel sadness. And that's just the energy of sadness in general. It's like, you need to let it be processed through your body, but do not hold on to it. Quite frankly, I am feeling a bit better after making this video, but it's like it doesn't stop the impending doom that I am to face at work with just working, honestly. I don't want to leave it on a bad note, but you guys have been great, by the way. I make these videos to show my journey, to show you literally when I'm in sadness, happiness, and then just a moment of neutrality. I'm sorry, I'm honestly fucking tired. I make these videos for that sole purpose, guys. Even, I do consider myself somewhat of an influencer, but not the type of influencer you're perhaps used to out on fucking YouTube or Instagram, but my influence that I'd like to have over you guys is showing you the journey of growth, whereas it's not always an uphill movement. You're moving back sometimes, and sometimes you have to pick yourself back up and keep moving forward. So if you're actually enjoying these videos and you're watching me each time, especially you, dog dude, I'm excited to grow up with you because I know you're a little on the young side. I'm not trying to be a fucking pervert, but it's nice being an influence, an inspiration per se to someone that is younger than me. That does give some type of fulfillment to my life, because at least I know I'm impacting someone. Impacting them enough to have them make a YouTube video about me on their channel. And again, thank you for that, dog dude. But thank you guys holistically for watching my videos. We just gotta keep going. You gotta keep going. Alright guys, take care. Drink your coffee if you have depression. Honestly, don't drink too much. Don't drink Celsius. Drink matcha and coffee, Americanos, but don't fucking drink energy drinks. Bad source of caffeine. Let me just cheers and then we'll cut it out. Cheers. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next one.